below. Let's explore about collect requirements process in this video. Collect requirements is the process of determining, documenting, and managing stakeholder needs and requirements to meet project objectives. The key benefit of this process is that it provides the basis for defining and managing the project scope, including product scope. Requirements can be grouped into classifications, allowing for further refinement and detail as the requirements are elaborated. These classifications include business requirements, which describe the high-level needs of the organization as a whole, such as the business issues or opportunities, and reasons why a project has been undertaken. Stakeholder requirements, which describe needs of a stakeholder or stakeholder group. Solution requirements, which describe features, functions, and characteristics of the product, service, or result that will meet the business and stakeholder requirements. Solution requirements are further grouped into functional and non-functional requirements. Functional requirements describe the behaviors of the product. Examples include processes, data, and interactions with the product. Non-functional requirements supplement functional requirements and describe the environmental conditions or qualities required for the product to be effective. Examples include reliability, security, performance, safety, level of service, supportability. Transition requirements describe temporary capabilities, such as data conversion and training requirements, needed to transition from the current, as is state, to the future, to be state. Project requirements, which describe the actions, processes, or other conditions the project needs to meet. Quality requirements, which capture any condition or criteria needed to validate the successful completion of a project deliverable or fulfillment of other project requirements. Let's see the input, tools and techniques and output of collect requirements process. Here are the inputs. Scope Management Plan. The Scope Management Plan provides clarity as to how project teams will determine which type of requirements need to be collected for the project. Requirements Management Plan. The Requirements Management Plan provides the processes that will be used throughout the collect requirements process to define and document the stakeholder needs. Stakeholder Management Plan. The Stakeholder Management Plan is used to understand stakeholder communication requirements and the level of stakeholder engagement in order to assess and adapt to the level of stakeholder participation in requirements activities. Project Charter. The Project Charter is used to provide the high-level description of the product, service, or result of the project so that detailed requirements can be developed. Stakeholder Register. The Stakeholder Register is used to identify stakeholders who can provide information on the requirements. Next, let's have a look at tools and techniques used in this process. Interviews. An interview is a formal or informal approach to elicit information from stakeholders by talking to them directly. Focus groups. Focus groups bring together pre-qualified stakeholders and subject matter experts to learn about their expectations and attitudes about a proposed product, service, or result. Facilitated workshops. Facilitated workshops are focused sessions that bring key stakeholders together to define product requirements. Group creativity techniques. Group decision-making techniques. A group decision-making technique is an assessment process having multiple alternatives with an expected outcome in the form of future actions. Questionnaires and surveys. Questionnaires and surveys are written sets of questions designed to quickly accumulate information from a large number of respondents. Observations. Observations provide a direct way of viewing individuals in their environment and how they perform their jobs or tasks and carry out processes. Prototypes. Prototyping is a method of obtaining early feedback on requirements by providing a working model of the expected product before actually building it. Benchmarking. Benchmarking involves comparing actual or planned practices, such as processes and operations, to those of comparable organizations to identify best practices, generate ideas for improvement, and provide a basis for measuring performance. Context diagrams. The context diagram is an example of a scope model. Document analysis. Document analysis is used to elicit requirements by analyzing existing documentation and identifying information relevant to the requirements. Now let's see the output of this process. Requirements documentation. Requirements documentation describes how individual requirements meet the business need for the project. Requirements traceability matrix. Thanks for watching this video, and hope it is helpful. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe for more knowledge sharing videos.